Hey everyone, it's me Preeti. In my previous video, I have taught you how to find the maximum difference and also a minimum difference of the elements which are being present in an array. In this video and my upcoming video, I'll be talking how to find the minimum sum and the maximum sum to find in the elements given in an array. So it is just similar to that of the previous videos. I mean that logic only, but there's some simple minor differences. So I just want you to watch till the end and just be sure about the logic. And there is a minor difference between the big sum and to find the minimum sum of the elements which are being given in an array, in the same way as I spoke as of how to arrange the elements of an array in ascending order and in descending order. There was just one line of difference. In the same way, there's just one symbol difference between as of how to find the big sum and the minimum sum of the elements which are being given in an array. So please do keep watching properly, and I'll make sure that I'll make you understand each and every line of the logic so that it will not be confused or you won't get messed up and you just don't be wondering what is she doing. So I just want you to understand the logic as well instead just saying the code. So let me quickly, I'll just get started and I'll explain you each and every line. So I'll just leave it the initialization and declaration of an array as it is, and I'll just remove everything here. Okay, now I'm just taking everything off. So when can you really understand the logic is when you start analyzing or when you start debugging. Just take one pen and paper and go debug or traverse your for loop. Try writing what happens when I is equals to 0, what happens when I is equals to 1. Do this debugging till the length, that is until the for loop fails. So when you do this debugging at least for 2 or 3 programs, the fifth or the fourth program, when you see it on the screen, it just you will understand when you see it. At that time there will be no need of you to take a pen and paper and do the debugging, because you have already done for several programs and you will be having an idea what happens when each time a for loop iterates. So at least for 2 to 3 programs, just take a pen and write it on the paper and try debugging what happens every time a for loop iterates. This is just an advice I'm giving it to you so that you would understand the logic even more better if you do that. Right, so I have initialized and declared and initialized an array. Now, since I'm finding biggest sum, now I'll just give int big sum. Please do follow the naming conventions. Int big sum is equals to, I'll just store array first index position value plus array 0 index position value and array first index position value. So big sum will store 1 plus 2, which will be 3. So big sum will have a value of 3 for now. Now I'm just iterating a for loop for int I is equals to 0. So how do we traverse an array? We can traverse an array by using a for loop and also by using a while loop. You can traverse an array by using any kind of loops you want. So why do you want to traverse an array? To get individual elements, right? So I less than a dot length minus 1 and I plus plus. And what is the logic I'm using here? If big sum is greater than a of I plus a of I plus 1, then please store big please store a of I plus a of I plus 1 value into big sum. Okay, so this is how you do it. Finally, store the value of I into one variable so that you will get an index positions as well. So I'll just initialize one variable to 0. Okay, and I'll store that index position in this k, so that when you will print, I will simply show the index positions where you're getting a maximum sum. Okay, so for loop, out of the for loop, just print a of k and give the space and a of k plus 1. Okay, save and run. So what will be the biggest sum? the biggest sum would be 16 and 17. Okay, so just take this, run as Java application. So Control S and run. So you can see 16 and 17 is the biggest sum. So just try it yourself. 1 plus 2 will be 3, and 3 plus 2 will be 5. 4 plus 3 is 7. 15 plus 4 is 19, and 16 plus 15 is 31, whereas 16 plus 17 will be 33. And 8 plus 9 will be 17, and 9 plus 10 will be 19. So what is the biggest sum which you found? That is 16 plus 17 is the biggest sum you can find, right? So I hope you people understood. But then coming to the logic, how does the logic work? Okay, initially I'm storing first index, zero index position and first index position value randomly into a variable big sum. So big sum will contain a value 1 plus 2, which is 3. Okay, so when for loop iterates for the first time, the big sum will be having a value of 3. Okay, so a of I index position 0 and a of I plus 1, 0 plus 1 will be 1. So 1 plus 2 will be stored here as well, that is 3 and 3. 3 is less than 3, so it never enters into the loop, into the condition. It comes out of the loop and it goes again for the for loop and increments I value to 1. Okay, so big sum will be having a value of 3. So a of 1 plus 1 will be 2. So a of 1 has a value of 2, and a of 1 plus 1 is 2. So a of 2 will be having a value of 3. So a of 2 plus 3 is 5, right? So will be having a value of 5. Big sum has a value of 3. Since 3 is less than 5, it comes inside the loop and it replaces 3 with 5. So it stores the value which is being present here into big sum. So previously big sum will be having a value of 3, right? So when the condition gets executed, this will be having a value of 5. So 3 is obviously less than 5. So 5 will be stored in big sum and 3 will be removed, right? And that index position will be stored into a variable k. That is what happens. Next, I again increments. When I again increments, what will happen? Previously big sum will be having a value of 5, right? Again you will do 4 plus 3. 4 plus 3 will be 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 plus 3 will be 7. Again 5 is obviously less than 7, so 5 will be replaced by 7. Again you will the full for loop will increase. It will do 4 plus 15, it will be 19. So 7 is obviously less than 19, so 7 will be replaced by 19. In the same way it will does 15 plus 16, which is 25, and 31, yes, 31. Again 19 will be less than 31, therefore 19 will be replaced by 31. In the same way it will happen 16 plus 37, 16 plus 17, which is 33. Again 31 will be replaced by 33. In the same way, until still the elements are there, the loop increments and it will check whether the first index position plus second index position is less than what big sum has. Okay, so finally the I is an index position which will be stored in k, right? So I just wanted you people to take a pen and paper and debug each and every step so that you understand properly. So this is what the logic is. Each time the for loop iterates, it will just sum the first two index positions, again the next two, again the next two, and next two. It keeps summing up the next two index position values, and it checks the previous value with the current value. If the previous value is less than the current value, then the current value will be replaced by the previous value, right? So I hope you people understood this. If you didn't understand, please do let me know in the comments. And if you didn't understand, I'll surely come back with even more better explanation, and I'll make sure that you'll understand properly. So if you understood or if you like this video, please do share and subscribe, and also share this video with your friends and tell them how to crack interviews of big MNC companies. Thank you. Thanks for watching.